Hello, 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 hello. Let me get this. Can you guys hear me okay? This shit on my face. What up? What up? Can y'all hear me all right? Can y'all hear me? Any audio? Am I getting audio? All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Man, it's been a while. It has been a while. Um, all right, this background music was cool. It's kind of annoying now. All right, let's kick this off. Cut that off there. All right, what up, what up, what up, what up, guys? What's going on? So much going on since the last time we had a live stream. Unfortunately, there's no late night games tonight. Nothing really going on basketball wise. But let's see, we got any baseball? I think the Phillies are playing right now. That's what my little boy was just watching. Phillies and the Mets. All right, we'll throw that on in the background. Yeah, a little Phillies and Mets action. All right. So I originally booked this yesterday. And I wanted to it's been a while, right? Since I've been on Sunday. It's just been a lot going on with me and the kids and the wife and stuff like that. We had a vacation recently that we just went on. My kids are at the tail end of baseball, so we had like double headers, and then one day we had a triple header, and then just today we had a double header because they're in tournament now. So and then yeah, that's been the last couple weeks. It's been like that the past couple weekends. And then today we had like a bunch of like home stuff that I'm doing. I'm like clearing out some land, and it's just been one thing after the other. And I have not been a very good have not been a very good YouTuber. But it is what it is. All right, let's see who's up in here. DJ B is in the house. Marvelous Pax is in the house. What's happening, man? Cabs Cards. Junkyard Goat Hunters. Interesting. Junkyard. I think I might have asked you this already before, but I gotta imagine you're a car guy. If you're at junkyards, I love going to junkyards. That's like one of my favorite things. My dad just bought a 81 Camaro, like full blown mullet redneck style. And it's really bad. It's got really bad rust. So we'll probably be digging through some junkyards here in the next couple weeks to find stuff. Matt is in the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It has been a minute since the last stream. Oh man, I need to do something about this hair. We'll keep it under the cap for now. Yeah, it's been a while, so apologies. Watching Winning Time and Lamine James and this whole card altering scandal. So I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow. I don't know, man. It's just PSA. What are we gonna say here? E-Love, my man, what's going on, brother? Caps Cards. Roman's in the house. MB is in the house. What's up, man? Thank you, sir. Glad that you're here. Joey's in the house. Joey Espresso is in the house. You know what I've been obsessed with lately? Is not obsessed, but I have like terrible ADHD, so I go on these tangents and these little pockets, rabbit holes, if you will. I've been watching, but they're like borderline ASMR videos of people actually pouring a shot of espresso, which is weird. I'm into stupid stuff like that. Sam! So no giveaways today, guys, and I'll get to that in a second. If you watch my last video, you guys know why we're not doing a giveaway today, because I did buy some product to do a giveaway, and the product was so bad that I didn't even want to give it away. Everyone's good, B. Family's good. My boys are as healthy as ever. They're a pair of absolute savages. My little princess is basically running my life right now, and my wife is as beautiful as ever. So life is good, man. My parents are good. My brothers are healthy. My nephews are healthy. Man, can't ask for much more than that. You know what I mean? So everybody's good, man. Bishop's in the house. What's up, man? Brooklyn Brian's in the house. Matt's in the house. Bro, all right. So this H-Town show. I was at the Dallas show. I think it was in March or April. I can't remember. I think it was March, early March. And ran into a couple, just there was a booth there or a table there. A couple guys had some cards and stuff, and I was kind of chatting them up a little bit. And I was like, yo, they saw my shirt. I had like this reprint of like a vintage Rockets shirt. And they're like, yo, you from Houston? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Houston. They gave me a flyer for the Houston card show that they put on. And I was like, oh, this is dope. There really is no big card, like big card shows in Houston. There's a couple smaller ones in like hotel lobbies and stuff like that. But they seem to have been putting on like a pretty good size one. So so I kind of linked up with them on Instagram. I was trying to get them to come on the channel so we could talk a little bit about it, try to get some exposure for them. And then it turned out that the day that they were doing the card show is the same day that me and my wife had booked a trip to Arizona. We went to Sedona to go do some hiking, and broke my heart, man, because I really wanted to be there. I really wanted to try to support them as much as I could because local boys doing the show. So it's it is what it is. Birdie's in the house. Oh man, Birdie. It's still here, man. It's still here. I have not sent it out. My apologies. As a matter of fact, I still have. I need to do this tomorrow. I am so sorry, guys. The winners from the last giveaway that we did, they're still right here. I have not shipped them out. I'm horrible. That's another one of the reasons why I don't want to do breaks. Everybody's telling me to do breaks. I just can't, man. I just can't do it. Anyway, love you, Birdie. I'll get all that stuff out this week sometime, man. I really, if you guys could see my desk right now, like my area here, I have so much stuff that I need to get sent out and shipped out, all that good stuff, man. But anyway, appreciate you guys. John Williams back from lockup. That's right. Let's go Mets. Been a few weeks, Metro. Yeah, it has been. Mr. Stone is in the house. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Just trying to not let the candle burn out. You know what I mean? So we'll get there, man. Happiness is finding a 52 tops at a garage sale. Sadness is finding that it has been glued into a scrapbook. Oh, damn it. But couldn't you still send it in though? Like, couldn't you still send it in to be authenticated? I'd still send it in. I'd peel it off as best I could, or I'd cut it out or something. I mean, I'd still try to send it in. Shit, Oh man, I love you, Birdie. SGC Goats in the house. 86 Elijah watch over yet. It is not over yet. I try not to bug my submitter more than once a week. I try not to send them too many messages. But Monday will be the next week that I feel comfortable about bugging him again. And every time I've been messaging him for updates, it's been moving. So I got a feeling he's going to call me up and be like, yo, man, when do you want to meet up so I can give you your cards? That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. Panini's garbage. I've spent so much time and energy the last year, like racking on PSA because they've been holding my cards hostage. And I think I've gotten to a point to where I'm over it now, that I've really glossed over some of the more egregious things that Panini is doing at the moment. And I think a lot of them are coming from the fact that they're about to lose their license, and they're about to, they're losing their bread and butter. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Let's see who else is in the house. Who else is in the house? That HRO DC card though, I love it. Omar, you should rip that HRO DC cards though. DC cards. DC cards. I'm missing that one. SGC. I'm missing that one. I'm not sure what you're doing there. I need to donate some cards too, man. What's the info? Matt, so what I've done, you know, as we do giveaways and stuff like that, I take all the base, I bag them up into 30 packs, 30 card packs. And my man Birdie out in Cali, he's a 7th grade math teacher. He gives away cards to the kids, but he's been giving away a lot of vintage stuff. So I you know, just packed up a box full of it. I'm pretty sure if Birdie wants some more, he'll give you his info. So you ship out the giveaways from like a month ago, never received a Star Wars graded card. Anthony, my man, let me first apologize. And secondly, let me let you know that it's safe and sound. It's right here. I, you know, what can I say? I'm sorry. I just have not shipped anything out. Everything is still here from the last giveaway. So everything it's here. No look at the shows no more, but I have friends in Northern and Southern Cali looking for the Akeems for you. I appreciate that, my man. I'm really turning up the heat on my search for the remaining Elijah ones that I need for my set. Those of you who watched the video, I did a little update, but I'm only 3 cards away, right? Because it's the black, gold, the neon green, and then the gold to 10. Those are the only 3 that I need. So as you guys are out there, if you could do me a huge favor, and just kind of poke and keep an eye out for your boy. It looks like this, but it doesn't have the shimmer. It's just the gold to 10 that can be pulled out of a hobby box. If I can get my hands on that gold to 10, then I'll start moving forward with how to display. Because I don't want to just display it in any regular old way. I really want to put some effort into it and figure it out. Like I told you guys, I got my boy who's like a master woodworker, so master carpenter. So he's gonna help me out with that. But if you guys can keep your eyes peeled out there, man, I need that Elijah Wan gold to 10. Keelan, what's up, my man? Brian, what's happening, brother? How you been? Just snagged some 3D print goodies, man. I appreciate you guys. You know, jumping in on that. So I'll get to that in a second as well, because my brother's got a new product that he's working with. You know, and we'll I'll kind of walk you guys through that here in a second. So it's pretty dope. So here it is. My man Birdie saying, please send me any base that you guys have. I give out to my middle schoolers as incentives. I'll send you some postage if needed. There you go, guys. Y'all got some. You know what, Birdie? I want to pack up some of these. I don't even want to call them patches anymore. They're not even patches. They're just like crap. You know. I don't know. Okay, so really quick, let's do this. I want to jump in while I got a few of you in here, and we're gonna take a look at some stuff here. You guys know my brother owns Collect 3D Prints. He owns the company. I have an affiliate link. If you guys want to use it, it's in the description. You know, y'all know what it is, right? It's the cases to display your cards. It's how I have all my cards displayed in the background. Works like a cell phone holder, right? You pop your slabs in there. It's got a little kickstand, so you can you can display all your stuff. All right, so you guys know how that goes down. So he has recently did a collaboration with Slab Mag. If you guys are familiar with Slab Mag, they're kind of like a protector, like a UV protector for your cases. And typically they've only been designing slab mags for either PSA graded cards, BGS graded cards, and SGC graded cards, I think. They recently approached my brother and asked if they can, if he could design an insert so that people can put like either cards that are in mag protectors in there as well, because as some of you know, if you get like a redemption or if you get like a big card from Panini, it usually comes in a one touch, and it's, you know, it's non circulated. And so some of the bigger cards, you obviously don't want to rip them out of that PSA, I mean that Panini you know, stickered mag. And so people just collect them like that. And so he has right now a combo where you can get the slab mag and the insert so that you can use um insert for it for the one touch. So he's now carrying slab mags on the website, and he's also I think the combo is like $25. You get the insert as well. But if you already have slab mags and you want to use them with your one touches, he does sell just the inserts by themselves as well. Listen, the link is in the description of this live stream. It's in the description of every one of my videos. If you guys are interested in stuff like that, if you have cards that you want to put not necessarily on display, but you still want to add another layer of protection to them as you store them in your boxes and things like that, the slab mags are pretty dope. And now you have the ability to have some flexibility on how you want to use them. So check them out, man. If you guys you know, want to use all that stuff, it's oh look, speak of the devil. If you guys want to use those, man, they're pretty good. So just check out the link in the description, or you could just go straight to collect3dprints.com, you know, and find everything you need there. So Gary V in the house. Where is Gary V? Is he in here? Really? Yo, it's so funny that you say that, Goat, because last night, after a few beers, it was some beer, it was some alcohol involved there. We had one of the gnarliest discussions about about Gary V. Oh man, it got pretty it got pretty interesting. So me, my brother, and my cousin, who's, you know, who were, I mean, he's essentially my brother as well. We got into a pretty heated debate as to what as to whether or not Gary V is a snake oil salesman, and it got pretty interesting. It was pretty fun. So anyway, oh, prices are nuts right now. I was actually talking to him about that last night too, because I was like, how much is a case? And he goes, he's like, yeah, a case is like $5,000. And I'm like, is it worth it? Like, for the prices that, you know, these things are going for, you know, it's getting pretty crazy, man. And it's cool because like my brother got into it like before it went nuts. We were talking about how that one of one Jedi a la Kurosawa is what kind of threw everything into the stratosphere. So it was kind of it was kind of like a you know, it just went nuts after that, and prices went up. But my brother, before any of that ever happened, he bought like 2 whole cases, and in true like collector fashion, just ripped both cases. And so it's kind of been kind of crazy, but they have mint number on every card. And so we were just talking about how, you know, my brother's put together that entire set in the atomic refractor, numbered to 150. So he has like a full set of the base set. So it's pretty crazy. If you tell me a case of 2022 football is going to $5K a case, they're really smoking crack. No, I'm talking about the Star Wars Galaxy Chrome, top Star Wars Galaxy Chrome. For 80s raw basketball. Beers and breaks do not go together. No, they don't. No, they don't. We were having a blast though. We were just out there talking crap. But yeah, my brother, he's who rips 2 cases personally? My brother does. That's who. And it was funny too, because I was telling him, like, dude, just rip one case and like hold on to the other one. If he would have done that, Like he could have made some money, but that's not my brother doesn't do it for the money. He doesn't rip cases for the money or rip boxes for the money. He does it because he's a collector. But it's pretty crazy though that he like looking back at it now, it's like, man, he ripped basically $10,000 worth of product in today's prices. And didn't really think much about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure, Roman. He's insane, man. He's nuts. Have you gotten your CSG sub back that you were doing? Yeah, I got that one back a long time ago, which includes my Gary Payton lottery pick that I got a 9 on. I need to do one now with the new labels, but I haven't done that yet. I got a few things that I want to send to SGC first before I send anything else to CSG, because I really do want to see that new label. I might just try to buy one on eBay with the new label and see what that's like. I know my brother wants to send off some other stuff. He's got some Topps Chrome stuff that he wants to send off too. I don't know if he'd be willing to I don't know if he would want to do a bulk sub, because I think bulk subs are like $15 for bulk subs, which is crazy. That's kind of the move there. So yeah, I haven't sent anything off yet, so we'll see. I know you are, but after that draft, nothing should be more than $100. Oh yeah, no, it's funny because I had posted something on Instagram about like what we got, like first round one quarterback, and he went like what 25th or something like that, or 20th or something like that. I wasn't watching the draft because I was busy watching the I can't remember what game I was watching. I was watching the playoffs, which have been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Your boys almost got handed a first L today. But they fouled John Morant on that last play and they didn't call it, so it's just like whatever. But it's yeah, man, this year's football is going to be a train wreck. They're not, if they don't lower those prices, they're not moving anything, They are absolutely not moving anything. Jack of the Ripper sports cards. Let's see here. CSG don't look bad, I can't lie. I've always been a big fan of their acrylic. They have the nicest acrylic out of all of the companies. And like I said, I've talked to some people that, I've talked to HGA back when Tyler was running it, and my man from the boys over at TGT, talked to them, and they're like, yeah, man, this acrylic is something else. So yeah, I've always liked it. I just never liked their labels, and then they just switched to a new label. So yeah, I definitely want to take a look at those and see what's what. Trash as draft. I tell you, man, there was nobody worth drafting quarterback wise this year, I think. But I also think a lot of teams realize that, which is why there was so many moves for quarterbacks these last 2 years. I think a lot of people just projected that there was not going to be anybody big enough to say, oh yeah, he's definitely got to go number 1 or top 10 or top 5 or whatever. But we'll see. Word on the internet, PSA still grading trim cards. They absolutely are. I am going to be doing a video on that tomorrow. It's funny because you can't outrun. One of the things I like about numbered cards, right? I mean, you can't outrun a numbered card, right? I mean, it's especially when people take pictures of it and they're posting it, and they're big cards, right? Big value, big prospects, that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, that card comes out graded and it just looks completely different. I mean, it's the internet now. Everything's out there. So it makes it really easy to it was really easy to point that out and go, hey, what the hell's going on here? They fouled him. Pax, they fouled him. Gary Payton fouled him. Gave him a little shove at the end with the elbow. That should have been a foul, but they were just calling fouls all over the place. Draymond shouldn't have been kicked out. That was kind of stupid. I mean, he should have got a tag. He should have got teed up for the jersey yank, but he shouldn't have got kicked out. That was so stupid. I just hate it when referees really can dictate a game. So, it's just, I don't know, man. I can't stand it. It's kind of silly, but anyway, it was good. It was a draft. It was fun as a collection. The draft is not worth collecting. Nope. What's gonna be funny though is that, like, okay, yeah, there's not really any big rookies to chase in this 2022 product, but if prices get lowered, there's always the big Hall of Fame vets. There's still, the big dogs that you can collect, the Patrick Mahomes. You can still chase, the Lamar Jackson high end stuff, and there's a lot of stuff to still. Again, it's just that price point that's gonna have to come down. Holy hell, that's a home run. Yep. Wow, that was a banger. Phillies. Phillies are killing it. I've gotten more into baseball recently. Um, it's been fun, especially with my son now. He's super competitive. So when he was playing baseball and he would strike out, he would get so upset, so upset. And I had to tell him, like, "Hey, dude, listen, we got to sit down and watch some professional games because these guys strike out all the time. You're not gonna hit a home run every time." So it's gonna be interesting. A lot of defensive players and wideouts. Yeah, CSG can't get corrupted by PWCC like PSC did. So I know there was a big merger. I gotta look into that too. I'm a little bit behind on the news here, but retro hoop grading coming soon. Hell no, I don't. I'd want none of those grading problems. Believe me. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that, Bobo. I don't know, man. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the arrangement is. I'll have to look into it. Obviously, PWCC has some bad juju behind them. I mean, um, they had the whole thing with PSA and grading fakes and all this other crap. I don't know, but it's just kind of one of those things, man. When there's money, when there's money involved, and there's the potential to make billions and millions, then yeah, I mean, people are always going to get a little wispy. I saw a PSA 6 go to a PSA 9. Yeah, that sounds about right. I just picked up a really interesting set that I'm going to do a video about once I get the last little piece in. Um, my brother and I the other day were talking about prototype sets and how some of those prototype sets are really, really, really hard to get your hands on, and it's so I started kind of doing a little bit of research and found out that a couple of some of my most favorite sets of all times have also included some prototypes. And so I kind of started doing some digging around. And so I picked up a few things. So it's pretty dope. So um, one of those I had to buy in a very low grade PSA case, but upon looking at the card, it had some pretty good scans. Um, I mean, it looked amazing. So we'll see. That's going to be a crossover for me. Thoughts on Topps Chrome Overtime Elite? I think you're talking about the Overtime Elite. I think that's the college players that have signed deals, right? Like likeness deals. Um, Here's my thought on that. I feel the same way about that product, and for those of you that don't know what he's talking about, it's Topps Chrome Overtime Elite. Um, it's basically like a Prism Draft, but non-licensed. Um, so it's all the guys that are in college right now that are going to be potentially high picks in next year's draft. So here's my thoughts on this. I don't typically like um I don't like unlicensed product. And the only reason why I still hold some affinity for Prism Draft is because it's still licensed to the NCAA, right? I mean, you still have the college teams. I'm not a big fan of unlicensed product. It's one of the reasons why I don't like Panini baseball either. I could have picked up some Panini baseball. Not a big fan of it because it's not licensed. I don't know. I feel there's a level of authenticity that's lost whenever the card itself is not associated with the association that the player is playing in or playing for. So it's that's just my initial thoughts on that. I typically try to stay away from that, um, and see. That's just kind of how I feel about it. So when you start talking 90s Who's Brother, you've been dangling that carrot for a while. Yes, I have, and it's gonna start with that set that I'm talking about. Um, and one of the things that I'm gonna start doing, and one of the things that I promised myself that I would start doing, um, because I've been able to kind of get into doing editing myself a little bit more. Um, uh, I really do want to start looking into that. And so, starting in May, or starting today in the month of May, I want to do at least one good piece of content a month. I'm going to start off with once a month of really highlighting a particular player from the 90s that I am a huge fan of. Not only talking about why he was a great player, his impact on the game, some of the things that I loved about him as a player, but also his relevance, that player's relevance now in basketball, as well as any collectibles and things like that you can still get of his that are of high note and high end. So um, it's coming, man. This I don't want to say I took a break from the channel because I was still producing content, but um, I really kind of wanted to just take some time to kind of reset. So I'm coming back, hopefully in this month, starting this month with some much better content. And then of course I'm always going to still be covering like all the stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? Like this trimming scandal and all that shit. So um, we'll see what Spider-Man Metal. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. You think they'll fix the mock-up of the Cade Cunningham Prism Photoshop nightmare? Look, Pac-Man Cards, I think, was the first one to kind of post something about that, or at least that's the first guy I saw post something about that. For those of y'all that don't know, let's see here. I think I saw it on Blowout. This year's basketball Prism, they went ahead and released like I think they call it the call sheet for it, which is basically like the preview, right, of what it's going to look like. And in it were a couple of the sell sheet is what they call it. So this is the sell sheet. So this is what they call the sell sheet, and it basically just tells you why you should buy the product. But if you look at the rookie cards, they're basically photoshopped images of them playing in college. So this is a college game, right? This is a college game where they just photoshopped the jersey. Same thing here. College game. Well, Jalen didn't. He didn't. It wasn't college. It was like a different league that he was playing in. But again, just photoshopped. I mean, it's horrible. It's very. And again, this is all going back to this idea of, look. I mean, I don't know what they're doing here, man. It sucks. I'll tell you what I am looking forward to though is these 75th anniversary parallels. Those are going to be super dope. They're going to be hobby only though, which is kind of sucks because I damn sure won't be able to afford a hobby box of this stuff. Fireworks looks pretty dope as well. They're going to be, I think it's two rookie card or 2 autographs per box. Let's see what they're going to have in it. 2 autographs per box. Collect the rainbows. Find 10 inserts per box. And then it's like, I don't know how many rookies per box they're going to have. Oh, here it is right here. 2 autographs, 22 prisms, and 10 inserts per box. So, I mean, as always, Prism is always going to be the number one thing to try to get your rookies in. I just think that I'm going to be better off buying singles, unfortunately. So we'll see what's what. Hey, people, slam the like button. That's right, JP. Thank you for that, man. Hit that like button, folks. If you're on the stream and you're hanging out, top choices in the house. What's up, my man? Hey, man. It's I'm back. Even if I'm just gonna be here for an hour or so, I definitely wanted to I definitely wanted to come out and say what's up. $20 and no value of the cards. What are we talking about, Bubba? $20 limit and no value of the cards. You had to tell me what we're talking about here. How's it going? When's the handout? What's the handout? Hey, how's it going? What's the handout? Okay, you're probably talking about giveaways. So we're not doing any giveaways tonight. The reason why, I bought 6 blaster boxes of contenders, thinking to myself, yeah, it's a retail product, but for sure it'll be good enough to get away, rip a little bit of it, have some fun, pull some cool inserts, that kind of thing. It is not. I mean, that if you guys haven't seen my video, I did a video on how it's possibly the worst product Panini has put out since I started collecting again. And so I got to the point where I didn't even want to give that crap away. It's just so bad. It's not even worth me shipping or anything. Top choice. I appreciate that, man. If I like to waste money. Here, have some. I appreciate that a lot, my brother. You have no idea, man. Thank you. I feel like with PWCC and CSG teaming up, they're about to run the greatest scene. I really like SGC, but this is a game changer. Yeah, again, I just don't really know the details on it. I don't know in what capacity they've gotten together. That's right. Jalen did play in the G League last year, so that's where he's coming from. Photoshop college pictures. I'm telling you, man, it's so bad. It's like also for like the last 2 or 3 years, they've been using like the same Kevin Durant picture where he's just kind of like standing there like Superman style. It's getting like I said it at the beginning of the stream. I've been focusing on going so hard on PSA that I've really kind of glossed over some really egregious stuff that Panini is doing, and that has a lot to do with, I think, why I'm watching Ja when he was like, he can't hold me. That was pretty funny. But I really can't see. I could really see why they lost their license. I'm pretty sure they weren't giving the most favorable of terms to the respective leagues and the respective players associations. And that's one of the things that Fanatics really did. Is they partnered up with those players associations, partnered up with those leagues, and made them some very favorable terms. And so that's kind of why they were able to steal away all of those all those licenses. So it's been pretty interesting. So it is what it is. Who's winning the finals? Sam, who's winning the finals? No blasters today. There's some other stuff coming out. I really want to rip some I really want to rip some obscure stuff to give away. And what I mean by obscure, I mean like late 90s, early 2000s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, maybe rip like some really nice blasters from like 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I want to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, being able to like I could easily go down to Walmart right now and pick up a bunch of hoops blasters and just rip those and give those away. I kind of feel like that's a little bit redundant. So it's, don't get me wrong, I love hoops, right? But it just, I don't know. Like I said, I really would like to do a little bit more, I really would like to do a little bit more. College Photoshop picks and flagship product. I'm telling you, that's where Panini's at with it right now. That's where they're at. Blaster boxes, yeah. I mean, so Bill's saying blaster boxes are the biggest waste. We're probably better off without blasters. I would tend to agree now, right? 2-3 years ago, I just rewatched that last bucket. Thompson, they fouled him. They fouled John Morant on that last play. I don't care what anybody says. It was a little bit of a shove off with the with the elbow. It is what it is. Anyway, um, the allure for blaster boxes was that your consolation prize was a patch card, right? And that patch card was at least, game worn or it was event worn, which I'm cool with either one, right? I mean, you're buying a retail product, you're getting retail type stuff. But also the blaster box, the allure of the blaster box is that, hey, you might get some inserts and you can still pull base rookie cards. So the blaster box, I think, is still good. It's still, there's still some good to be had out of blaster box. It's at a really good price point. It's like $25 now for a blaster box. They used to be what, 14 or something like that. It used to be like $9.99, $14, something like that for a blaster. They're $25 now. But again, it's fun to rip. It's still good. It's just that Contenders blaster box is absolutely a slap in the face. It's atrocious. You don't even get base cards. Their inserts look identical to, I mean, squint your eyes and you can't tell the difference between an insert and a base card. You get patch cards that aren't even associated with the player at all. And it egregiously says it on the back of the label. This is not associated with any event or player. And that's where things get stupid for me. But, it is what it is. Garza Cards is in the house. Alf G is in the house. Alvin's in the house. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. The cards on the Prism ad are likely mock-ups to show what the product will look like. Save the critiques for the actual release. I tend to agree with you, Sam. However, I really hope you're right. I really hope you're right. Prism is just trying to kill and bury the market before they lose the license. Shit quality, off center more than 80s baseball in this Photoshop junk just because they can't afford license to the proper photos. I don't think it's because they can't afford the license to the proper photos, because they have the license. They have the license, and I think those photographers that are on the sidelines taking pictures, if I'm not mistaken, they signed some sort of agreement where the NBA has license to any of the images that they take. So I don't think that's the problem. I just think they're lazy. And I think the fact that they lost 2 big licenses last year, or this year, is not helping in terms of, I'm pretty sure people from either from a corporate standpoint or even from an individual contributor standpoint are really seeing Panini as a sinking ship. They're probably losing a lot of people. And they're just cutting corners and getting lazy, and they're getting ready to go to the next phase of what Panini is going to look like without their 2 biggest licensing deals. And that, from a operational standpoint, is big. I mean, they're going to have a huge change in their capacity and in their orders, and that's just a fact. And so they're probably cutting corners like crazy. Da, da, da. The title says handout, not hangout. Is it really? It does say handout. That is a total typo. That's hilarious. I did not realize that the title said handout. Why do eBay options end on random cents like 53? Who bids 53 cents? Isn't it increments of 50 cents? Shill bids. PWCC bids like that. Does Upper Deck have exclusively own MJ? I'd love to see some Chrome MJs again. I think Upper Deck does own the rights to MJ baseball cards, any memorabilia. I think it's a lifetime deal in perpetuity. I think it's a lifetime deal. Same thing with LeBron. I think they own his signature. So any autographed memorabilia, I think, is Upper Deck only, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody check me on that. I might be wrong on that. My boy Peter is in the house. I hope I'm not the only one, but I'm looking forward to Fanatics. I think their cards will be nicer. I'm looking forward to Fanatics in the sense that they are linked up with Topps, and I'm looking forward to some Topps product. I really hope they bring out Topps Finest. That would be... Is Topps Finest a thing for baseball right now still? Because I know Topps Chrome is. Oh, it is. Topps Finest 2021. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Okay, yeah, I definitely want them to come out with some Topps basketball. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Upper Deck owns his cards rights for the rest of his life. There you go, right there. G Medina's in the house. What's up, man? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Y'all hit that like button if you're in the stream hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys coming through. Bowman Baseball, $35 a blaster. Oof. Oof. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. I do want to start opening up some baseball though, because I really like this Jeremy Pena kid that we got. Look, here I am talking about baseball on a basketball channel, but and then I've been picking up a lot of recently a lot of Jordan Alvarez. Me and my man JD from JD Sports Cards, also one of the owners of Card Hedge. Yeah, picking up some old Jordan. We're gonna do a video together here coming up soon where we're gonna be talking about baseball. It's basically gonna be a baseball cards for dummies type of format, because like I've told you guys before, I know nothing about collecting baseball cards, and I've in my search for cards for players that I want to collect from the Astros, I've kind of been been confused on a lot of things. But the difference between chrome and Bowman and paper and like blah, 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 blah. So he's gonna come on the channel. We're gonna do a video together. He's gonna set me straight. He's my shaman when it comes to baseball cards. So we'll see what we can put together. Grunt Dad, what's up, my man? Did you see Card Point's post about PSA grading a bunch of trimmed cards recently? I did see it. I will be doing a full video on it, releasing tomorrow on my thoughts about it all. So we'll see. Junk Wax Era 2.0 greed has set in. So overproduction and too many products. Yes, I agree. In the current state where we're at right now, with Panini still holding the licenses for like 2 or 3 more years, I think it is, or 4 more years. Yes, I foresee the next 3 or 4 years, while Panini still holds the licenses, to be a very dark time in product releases. However, looking forward to Fanatics taking over and seeing what they do with this opportunity. I think they've done a really good job with the memorabilia side of things. They've really streamlined all of that, and really done some good there. So hopefully they do the same thing for cards. So we'll see how that goes. Get the Panini Dennis Rodman card and Pippen card with MJ in the background. Get the Panini Dennis. There is. I didn't know there was one like that. That sounds like a card that I would like to have. LeBron's 100% Upper Deck. Yep. Tiger Woods, I think, is Upper Deck owned as well. I think so too. They do a really good job of getting these guys. Star Wars Finest coming soon, but too expensive. Star Wars Finest. That's going to be interesting. We might just have to go in on a box together, Ivan. That's what we might have to do. Hobby boxes are $350. How many days until Kenobi comes out? I'm so pumped for Kenobi. It's funny. This is something I was talking to my brother about the other day. Prior to the pandemic, that's how much Star Wars I had consumed. None. Zero. I knew nothing about Star Wars other than your general pop culture stuff. But reference-wise, I had no idea what half of these people were talking about. The whole idea about Luke kissing his sister, had no idea what that was all about. I mean, I knew nothing. And then I binged watch everything, and my life has never been the same. That is probably I'm mad at myself for waiting for so long, but I am just eyeballs deep in Star Wars. I am a legitimate fan. I went through everything. I went through all the movies. I went through all the little sub movies. I went through all the animated series. I went through the Boba Fett Christmas special. I mean, I consumed it all. The only thing I haven't really gotten into is the games yet. But I feel like the games have some content that I need to, be brushed up against on or brushed up on. But um, you know, I have turned into a legitimate Star Wars fan. Um, everything, Clone Wars and Rebels, mutabella. Clone Wars. Here's what I told my brother about Clone Wars, because before I got into Clone Wars, I had watched every movie already. Okay, binged watched every movie during the pandemic, and I told my brother that I fell in love with the universe, like the whole storyline, the universe of Star Wars, by watching the movies, every single movie. However, my love for Star Wars and my fandom and my affinity for Star Wars was further bolstered by the Clone Wars series. The Clone Wars series fills every single nook and cranny that needs filling for, if you watch the movies, right? If you watch all the movies, and then you go afterwards and watch Clone Wars will just further solidify the storylines of everything. And then of course, it introduces you to Ahsoka Tano, and man, it's just dope. Listen, if you haven't gotten into Star Wars, I don't blame you, because I, for a long time, was like, do yourself a favor, power through the movies, because it is definitely worth it. Absolutely worth it. So, anyway, that's my Star Wars rant for today. May 4th is coming. May the 4th be with you. Yep. Definitely coming up. So, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Weak NBA draft class. I think last year's is going to be one of the best ever. I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of studs coming out of this past draft class, and right now, Hoops hobby boxes are $150. Hobby boxes. Hoops hobby boxes right now are $150 for a draft class that is going to potentially have some serious studs. So, little retro hoops tip for the day right there. Also, Revolutions. I feel like Revolutions is one of the sneakiest products, because I think Revolutions is one of the best looking products out there in terms of design, in terms of if you like chrome cards, I like chrome cards, don't get me wrong, but I also like really shiny stuff. This is one of my favorite cards from that 2019-2020 set, which is the gold shimmer. A little flex there. One of my favorite cards, and it's I love the that kind of stuff, and Revolutions is filled with that. And right now, a hobby box of Revolutions is like $250, which, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money, right, to pay for cardboard, but it's you could hit some really good stuff out of there. Court Kings is another one that I really like. I don't know what the prices are on that. I don't think that's released yet. But yeah, man, they're just, I really like it. I really enjoy Revolution hobby basketball, Panini Revolution. Yeah, look, y'all had me doubting myself. I thought I was saying that wrong. Panini Revolution. I really like Revolution for the price point. They have some really, really nice cards there. Really nice cards. They look really good. Rookie Lavas, Rookie Galactics, Rookie Cubics. Their cards are really, really nice. I think I picked up a Luka Doncic right now, or just the other day. Their die cuts are really cool looking. They got me. You could pull some really nice autograph. They have a really nice set. And I for the price, you can't go wrong. You don't get a whole lot, 5 cards per pack, so you get 40 cards. It's basically like a blaster box, essentially, is what it is. But you get I don't think you're guaranteed autos, though. That may be why it's cheap. Chose after randomly insert autographs, parallels such as fractals. Da, 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 da. I don't think you're guaranteed. Are you not guaranteed an auto? I think that may be why it's so cheap. You're not guaranteed auto. Yeah, you're not guaranteed an auto. Now I see why it's cheap. Yeah. I still like the look of the cards though. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you don't get an auto. Anyway, um, but again, a hobby box of here it is right here. On blowout cards, it's 159. And you're guaranteed an autograph. 24 inserts, parallels. 24 inserts or parallels and one autograph. I mean, that's 150 bucks. That's pretty good. Now the thing is about Hoops doesn't have the slam parallel, which is one of the things that I really like is their slam parallel. Blaster box. Why are they selling blaster boxes for 34 bucks here? They're you can buy them on Target right now for 25 bucks. That's silly. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, I love Revolution. They're probably one of the, aside from obviously from, the big dog, right, which is Prism. Case hit. How many did you watch the whole case hit, Bill? How many autos did you see come out of that case hit? Out of that case? Curious if you remember. Oh, the parallels are amazing. That's what I like. The Galactics, the Cubics, their die cuts are pretty dope too. I mean, I don't know. It's just a good looking set. That I think it's really slept on, in my opinion. And I think the fact that they don't have autographs is what's really killing it. So I don't know. Overtime Elite Hobby. Where there? Okay, I saw one the other day. This one product that was Topps, but it was like all of the Hall of Famers. It had like Pippen and like Dirk, all the retired guys. I don't know if you guys saw that. I think it was a Topps. I think it was a Topps product, and I think you could only get it at Topps. Was it Finest? It was Finest, right? I'm trying to find it. I thought that was interesting though because it. Oh, here it is, 2021. Is that it? Yeah, here it is. I think. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Dennis Rodman. Look at Isaiah in the fur coat. That's so gangster. Yeah, Dennis Rodman. It's 129 bucks. Dirk Nowitzki, Big Diesel. Yeah, that's a that's a funny set. Call back to the Classics 21 Topps Finest Fast Breaks on Topps.com's exclusive release featuring colorful Topps Finest. So what comes in it? Checks top list. So that's anyway. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting series. Yeah, it's basically like headshots. Yeah. Yeah, online exclusive. Yeah, it's like headshots and stuff. So I thought that was interesting. I'm on Topps. I'm on Topps's regular, like just Topps.com. Yeah. Anyway, I need to rip some baseball because I want to get some Jeremy Pena rookie cards. That kid's who we replaced Carlos Correa with. So much so that it's like that kid's a beast. So anyway, yeah, so that's kind of the thing there. I need to find out what I need to get like a connection with. I need to figure out how to get a connection with Panini because blowout cards is greedy. Yeah, that's Because I think, I mean, it's online on Target's website. Like Nini hoops. Yeah, they're they're on sale for $24. You can literally buy them for $24. What do they got on here? Contenders basketball. That's garbage. That is such garbage. Is Contenders has anybody ripped Contenders football? Is Contenders football just as bad? Somebody told me that somebody told me that Contenders football is not as bad. They really do take forever to ship. They really do. It takes them almost like a week to ship. I don't understand why. Okay, so it's just as bad then, huh? Yeah, I mean, those patches are just like, I don't even consider them. I honestly, like, just from a collector standpoint, like, I used to consider those to be. I used to be happy to hit a patch. I thought the patches were cool. I was like, oh, this is dope, you know. Um, but after what they did with this nonsense about, you know, um, after they did this nonsense about not associated with a specific player and all this other crap, I was just done with it. I was like, this is stupid. I'm not doing this. 8 boxes, 8 napkins. That's right. That's what you're getting. Yeah, look. I mean, even look. Normally, so this is a Jonathan Kuminga and a Moses Moody dual patch rookie ticket, right? They're 2 really good players on really good teams. They're both in the playoffs right now. And Kuminga is balling. This would be a good card, in my opinion, to pull out of a retail product. I would have been happy to pull this card out of a retail product. If at bare minimum it was associated with the player, I don't even need it to be game worn. I just wanted to at least be event worn for a player, something like that. Just something that says, hey, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody wore this jersey at some point, and Panini got their hands on it. They made the clippings and put them in this card. At bare minimum, make it associated with the player. But it's when they said the enclosed officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Anyway, I digress. What difference does associated with even really make? Well, because I think what it used to be. I think what it used to be is that it wasn't necessarily it's what it used to say on the back of the cards is that this card is event worn or is guaranteed to be event worn or game worn, which means like, hey, like they wore it either in a game or some sort of an event. Look, I'm watching this Ja Morant last play for like the 5th time already. There was definitely a little push off there that should have been a foul. And Josh should have shot too. But anyway, I don't know. So we'll stop sharing that. What else? What else do I want to get into? We talked about why I've been away for a couple weeks. We talked about how I still haven't shipped out giveaways, which I'll be doing this week. So those of you who won those giveaways, I have your addresses and everything. You guys have sent me everything. Also, I've asked you guys to keep a lookout for 2019-2020 Panini Prism Hakeem Olajuwon gold to 10. I have the gold shimmer. I need the gold. And the black gold and the neon green. Those are the only 3 that I need. If I can get my hands on those 3, I will have completed the rainbow set. And I can move on to how I'm going to display them so that I can bring you guys along with me as I decide how to display them. I recently did a video. If you guys haven't seen the last video I did, Rare Edition sent me out some of their slabs, and I recently realized that they're not plastic; they're Gorilla Glass, and I really like the way they look. So that might be a potential option for me to put that rainbow in. It's 45 cards total, so that's going to be kind of interesting to unbox. I got bit by an ant. Should find those prisms. The Z. Yeah, well, Peter, we know where they are, right? I know exactly where all three of those cards are, specifically a set of two. Like I know where two of them are. Two out of the five, I know, like the neon green to five, there's only five of them in the world. I know where two of them are at, and they're with people who are not giving them up. I know where the gold is at. They're with people that are not giving them up. And I know where the black gold to five is at, and they're with people that are not giving them up. I can't, and it's not for lack of trying, even on your end, buddy, which I really appreciate you looking out for me on the international side over there on the other side of the pond, seeing if they pop up. I got to start getting really into where to find these cards, because the way that I found that gold shimmer was interesting, because it wasn't by looking at it on eBay. I need to start figuring out how to look at international eBay, like Chinese eBay, Japanese eBay, European eBay, those things. I need to figure out how to do that. Australian eBay, whatever. I just, it's interesting. So I got to figure out. So Rare Edition seems okay. It's okay. Great presentation, great case. And that's kind of where it ends. So I'll be a little bit more candid with you guys here on the live stream, and then we'll kind of start looking at wrapping it up. But just to give you guys an addition to those of you who watched that Rare Edition video, somebody made a comment saying, like, hey, just a little constructive criticism, which I appreciate all the time. Somebody said, hey, you really should try to stay pretty neutral when you're doing these kinds of things, because whether you want to accept it or not, you have influence over folks in the hobby. And you should try to remain as neutral as possible, which is really good advice, right? Because my brother has told me that as well. He's like, hey, you really need to be conscious of how much influence you actually do have, whether you want to accept it or not, through whatever reason you don't want to accept that you have influence, which I typically don't. But it's hard for me to do that, because I think part of giving you guys reviews on the things that are sent to me come along with giving you my opinion on the product, and then whether or not I will use it or not. If a company approaches me and says, hey, we would like to send you some stuff for you to review and give your opinion, to me, part of that opinion is going to be, hey, yes, I would actually spend my money to buy this, or no, I would not spend my money to buy this, and here are the reasons why. So that's it's kind of hard for me to try to not give that piece of advice whenever I'm reviewing something. So that being said, I think Rare Edition is not looking to get your bulk business. I don't think that's what they're after. Based on this presentation, based on this unpackaging, the experience of opening the box, I think they're taking a very iPhone, Apple type of approach to how you interact with the slabs as you get them back from being graded. And again, for the price point, for the turnaround time, they have a really great product. My brother actually got them in his hands, and he was like, wow, these things are pretty gnarly, because they weigh almost double of what an SGC slab weighs. So they're pretty heavy. Um, and I really think that, you know, given it depends on what you want out of your slabs. You could, they offer a lot of really nice accessories benefits to the slab. It has the near field communication, it has the QR code, it's got the Gorilla Glass, it's got like, but all of these things are associated with they're not associated with the thing that I care about most when it comes to a grading company, which is that they give me an accurate and fair grade every time that I send them a card. That's what I care about the most, which is the reason why my number one place to send cards is SGC. Because I feel time after time they have given me accurate, consistent, and fair grades on the cards that I send off to them. And it's just one of those things where all the other stuff is cool, but it doesn't really bolster the experience for me. The NFC things tags are cool. The Gorilla Glass is cool. The online thing is cool. One of the things they do is they give you these grader notes, these little notes off to the side as to why you got the grades that you got. But much in the way that TGT does, but I like the way TGT does it because TGT actually points to the spot on the card where it's like, oh, there's some whiting here, and there's a little dimple here, and there's a little, Rare Edition was just kind of like adding notes to the body, like you got a 9 because of damage. It's like, okay, well, where's the damage? That kind of thing. By the way, several people have been reaching out every time I do a video on grading companies. Everybody's like, hey, what's going on with TGT? They're working on some pretty massive stuff that they can't talk about. They've just, you guys know Alan's one of my good buddies in the hobby, and I stay in touch with him pretty regularly. So, they're working on some stuff, and he can't talk about the details even with me, and he's just, they're still chugging along though. So I think they offer a good thing, and I think if it's intriguing enough, it's $20. I mean, it's like $30 for a card. Check them out. Your worst case scenario, you don't like them and you just never use them again. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. SGC for life. I need to get a shirt made that says SGC, the number 4, and then life spelled LYFE. SGC for life. So anyway, I like chocolate milk as well. My stomach doesn't like chocolate milk, but I like it. Yeah. So, okay. Thank you, Bertie. That was another thing that I was bringing up to my brother, is that I almost feel like these new grading companies that are coming out, right? All these new grading companies that are coming out are adding all these bells and whistles to their offerings, to their product offerings, which are very nice bells and whistles. They're very nice. But I almost feel like they're adding all these bells and whistles to try to distract you from the fact that you're asking them to grade and authenticate your card, which in order to do so requires it requires a lot of trust, and it requires a reputation that has to be built over a long period of time. And these new companies just simply don't have that reputation, and because of that, they're trying to offer you the shiny thing, right? They're trying to hit you with the razzle dazzle to try to keep you to stop thinking about the fact that, yeah, they may know a lot about cards, but they don't have the reputation that a PSA, a BGS, and an SGC have. Those guys have the reputation. They don't need the bells and whistles. But the moment that those big dogs decide to start adding some of those bells and whistles to their product offerings, these small companies are done. They're done. It's that simple. It's that simple. Why are the big dogs so afraid of transparent grader notes? It's irritating. You would think that that's something very reasonable to ask um, of a company, especially a company that's telling you that there's something wrong with your card and that's the reason why you got the grade that you got. Well, then tell me what I did wrong. Tell me where I went wrong. Um, I have theories about why they don't do it um, that I'll get into in another video, but you would think that it'd be really easy for them to add that, but they just don't. How much do you think SGC prices will drop down to? Are you talking about how much the price to submit will go down, or how much the secondary market value will go down? Because they're those are two totally different things. Some people with buying bad Panini products, people will still grade at 150 a card, which is nuts. I am planning on going to the Dallas show. When's the next one? I did a poor job of planning last time, and I need to do a better job of planning this time. It's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm probably already gonna not be able to get a hotel. I'm probably not gonna be able to get a hotel. Yep, probably not. I'll have to find out. Anyway, sorry, there are no more rooms available. Yeah. So anyway, I do want to go back. The first time was my first time was last time. This last one that was in March. I want to go back in May and kind of see what's going on there. Is PSA going to be there? It says PSA is going to be there. I might have to be strapped. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Am I though? No. Yes, I am. Am I though? No, I'm not. I am. I am. I am. Heritage Auctions, PSA is going to be there. PWCC, Golden. All these big dogs are going to be there. Interesting. Dun, 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 dun. May 20th to the 22nd. Is it May 20th to the 22nd? I got May 9th. Yeah, Friday, the 22nd. There's another show in San Antonio in a few weeks. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna try to go. So you're talking about grading. Is SGC gonna drop their price in grading? I don't think they will until PSA drops the price for bulk for like standard submissions, because it's still $50 unless you hit on the lottery. And until you hit on the lottery, no, sorry, it's I think it's $100 unless you hit the lottery, and then it's $50, right? That's how it is, right? So it's $100 unless you hit the lottery, then it's $50, which SGC is still $20 cheaper. And I think actually their turnaround times are pretty comparable right now. I think PSA is delivering it within a month, 4 weeks or 8 weeks or something like that. But still, SGC is delivering in like 2 weeks. So it's like, so I don't think they have a need to drop their price right now. I think their price is good. Especially since they're gaining a lot of steam, a lot of notoriety. People are starting to wake up to the fact that SGC has been around as long as PSA and BGS, and so they're starting to really fall into this this groove of that they belong there as well, and they're one of the top three for sure. So in some people's eyes, they're one of the top two. It's PSA and then SGC. So it is what it is. San Antonio is fire. Great day trip show. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad on a Saturday. I might show up at the Dallas Card Show Saturday. So make the trip out Saturday morning, get there, and then do the show, and then probably stay the night, and then come back Sunday. So that'd be dope. When is the everybody's talking about San Antonio card show? When is that happening? Somebody give me a link on that. Because I don't have. Whatnot is gonna be there. The Millie Pops. Isn't that the guy that stole this that sold the fake that sold the fake isn't that the guy that sold the fake the fake Pokemon stuff? I'm a fellow 34 collector. Is that right? Rush. Hey man, I'm looking for the gold Elijah one. You got one? I could use one. I'm almost done. Yeah, isn't that the guy that sold him the fake Pokemon stuff? Interesting. He's gonna be at the Dallas Card Show. That's what it says. That's what it says. Wait. Hold on, Rush. Are you saying yes? You have one? You have a gold one? The gold to 10? This is the gold shimmer. I need the gold to 10. I gotta do what I gotta do, Pete. I gotta pimp myself out, man. I need that card bad. I need it bad. Like Rush, don't play with my emotions, man. I have the 1 of 1 Hakeem Black. No, you don't, Ed. Do you really? Come on, Rush. Don't leave me hanging like that, man. Don't leave me hanging like that, bro. Ed, you better not have that card. You better be joking, bro. Oh, okay. You only collect vintage stuff. Don't play with me, Ed. Don't play with my emotions, bro. Hey man, I'll do what I gotta do, E-Love. I need that card bad, brother. I would literally give up my entire collection. Whatever, like literally open up my books and go, what do you want? I will give you whatever you want out of my collection for that card. Don't play with my emotions, Ed. I think I owe you one of these giveaways is yours, isn't it? DJB. One of these giveaways is yours, Ed. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Don't play with my emotions, Ed. I think he's playing. I think he's messing with me. He's got to be messing with me. He's gonna send me a picture of it. Watch. I need this one right here. Rush. I need this one right here. 2019, 2020. Panini Prism. Hakeem Olajuwon's number 4 in the set, but I need the gold Prism. Yeah, so Birdie. Oh man. Dun, dun, dun. I have some older cards for you. You show up to the Dallas show. Nothing special. Hey man, I will definitely be there Saturday for sure. I'm gonna make a play to be up there Saturday. Man, I was trying to do the rainbow, but I see your collection and you surpassed me. So do you have Ed? Come on, man. Ed's got it. I think Ed's got it. And he doesn't want to say. I might have scared him. I really, really need that card desperately. Desperately. It's on my Instagram. Is it really? Where? Where is it? Ed, what are we doing here, bro? You live in Champ. Ed. Ed. Actually, you know what? You sent me your address because one of these giveaways is yours. I'm about to look up your address, Ed. Not on here. Oh shoot, sorry. I got you putting you all out there. My bad, dude. Let's get off of this. I'm about to look up your address right here. I'm going to tell you exactly how many miles away we live from each other. I'm going to tell you exactly how many miles we live from each other. Because this is going to be interesting. Ed, let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. Be honest with me from one Houstonian to the next. Are you even willing to part with that card? And before you answer the question, just understand what I'm trying to do here. Oh, man. I am down the street from you, Ed. I'm not far from you, my man. Although your zip code is completely different from mine, which is interesting. We have got to figure something out, Ed. We got to figure something out, man. Come on, Ed. Please tell me you're willing to. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got to figure something out, Ed. We got to figure something out. We'll figure something out. Interesting stuff. Look at that. All right, Ed. Send me an IM, brother. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah, screw that. Screw that gold right now. I'm not worried about the gold. So, all right. So here's my thoughts, right? My thoughts are that eventually I'm gonna find this card, right? I'm gonna find the last three cards that I need, right? Which is the gold, the black gold, and the green, the neon green to 5. I'm eventually gonna find them at some point, right? I'm going to track them down. I'm going to do what I can to try to get my hands on them, right? There's 3 1-of-1s. There's the black shimmer, and the nebula, right? I don't even consider those to be cards that are attainable up until about 2 minutes ago. And so because of that, my focus for the rainbow chase has been solely on those cards that there are at least reasonably enough multiples out there where I can get my hands on them and complete the set. I was not going to drive myself to the level of insanity that could potentially be that I could potentially be driven to by trying to chase cards that there's only one of in the entire world. I watched the Nebula sell on eBay for a ridiculous amount of money, and I know where that Nebula is. The gold I never saw pop up until about 2 minutes ago, and then the gold shimmer has yet to surface. So the fact that here we are on this live stream that I have done today, that I had not done for a couple of weeks now, and my man Ed has the gold, and he's literally 10 minutes from me is a testament to how beautiful the internet can be at times. So anyway, I'm going to end the live stream on that note. So I think it's about as good of a note as any to end it on. So thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to definitely keep these going from here on out, just depending on how crazy my schedule is with my kids. Because I think my boy, my youngest boy finished his baseball season this past week, this Saturday or last Saturday. And my oldest will be finishing his season this week. So hopefully going into next weekend, we'll be able to start the live streams a little bit earlier, maybe 8 at the earliest. And then we'll go from there. But if you have not already hit the like button on this stream, please do so on your way out. If you want to pick up some Collect 3D prints, you guys know the link is in the description. Also check out Card Hedge, who is our sponsor. I got some content coming up with them pretty soon with my man JD. They are adding so many features to the Card Hedge website. You can get comps for free. You can try it out for 7 days for free. After that, it's $14 a month. If you check those out, please use the links in the description. Thank you to those who have hung out tonight. Thank you to those who have commented tonight. I love hanging out with y'all. And thank you to those who keep showing love to this to the affiliates and to our sponsors, because they keep throwing a little cash my way so we can continue to do cool shit. So love you guys as always. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hit the like button on your way out. Check out the sponsors. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm doing the video on the trimmed cards. We're going to catch up on a little news, and then we're going to get started with some pretty fun stuff. So thank y'all for hanging out. See y'all next week. Love y'all. Peace.